How you doing, Melchizedek Todd here. Want this this audio video to be about just God's faithfulness in this last 15 years. There's a lot, I guess, before I do the video, I think about stuff, and then when I actually do the actual video, sometimes I forget about stuff. But anyway, I just want to talk about just how faithful God is, how He's been this last 15 years. I think it's just that one biggest thing, just time. I think I feel like God kind of made me into like a time lord in some ways because I've been able to have time to work on these different projects despite having like a job, full-time job. And then when I got married, had kids, they come first. They're like my first ministry. It was also just like, how am I going to be able to work on comic books and stuff, with my family and with my wife and everything. And God's been able to just pretty much give me time. I mean, partly I feel like it's also just, I made a choice that I was going to definitely, use my time wisely. When I was single, I'd have more time in the world. And so actually, I probably did less work when I was single because I would do a little bit for a few months and then I would take a break for a few months, um, play video games or whatever. And, but once I became married and had kids and everything, I realized, no, I don't have that much time, and so whatever time I have, extra time I have, I better put into, doing comic books, doing the ministry. And it just, throughout the years, God has been able to just give me time. Even now, I'm working overnight, which is, I've never worked overnight like this, where uh, I have 8, sometimes 10 hours just to do artwork. And actually I'm finishing. The reason I've been able to finish Man of War so quickly is because I've been able to work at night on it. Um, and it just been like, throughout the years, I can, there's other examples where God been able to allow me just to have time to work on stuff. A lot of people think that I do ministry full time because I've been able to bring out so much work, and and that's really just God has been faithful. Just like I said, just was giving me time to be able to do it, giving me opportunities of time to be able to do it. Um, and it's been, it's been great. I think that's one thing I've learned, just talking about God's faithfulness, is just that, at times, with ministry can be tough, those of you who's in it, because when you don't see, certain fruit come, or financial gain come yet to help support your ministry, it's easy to give up, and easy just to become discouraged. And throughout the years, God has always encouraged me to keep on going when I felt like giving up, or I just felt discouraged or so forth. I don't see things happening like, I would like them to. Um, God just always been faithful in a lot of different ways to keep me going. Because, in the end, like now I think, in the end, the only person that really wants to make you give up is Satan. So if you do give up on your dream, do give up on your ministry, then Satan has won. And that's something which I will not have, at all. I will not have Satan win, um, and stop, what God, has me to do, because, we're lights in this world, and our ministries are to help other people, or to encourage other people, or to, share the word of God, and uplift them, and throughout, the last 15 years, God has used me to help a lot of people, with this ministry, and to encourage a lot of people, and to inspire people. And so financially, yeah, I would like to be further than I am now, and partially that's my fault sometimes, just with disbelief, and also just with the battle fighting Satan. When you're in the kingdom of light, the kingdom of darkness comes after you. They don't like, I guess, bring light to the world, bring light to the darkness, and so it's been a fight at times, a very difficult fight. And but you don't give up, and God will help you not give up. and sometimes, you have to adapt and change um, with things that happen in your life. The ministry might change a bit, like with mine, Weapon Press. I didn't call it Prophetic Ministries at first. I know some people actually think I started off saying having that, but actually I didn't. I actually was very wary of even using the word prophetic. I always kind of was very uncomfortable with my calling as a prophet. But then, God just kind of called me and said, you need to, put that, on my website. You need to start calling it a prophetic ministry. So I did. And, God is always right. So when I did, that's when more people, actually in the prophetic, actually started contacting me and being encouraged and inspired and so forth. You know, um, and so the ministry changes. And God, will help you change. Like I say, He'll be faithful in helping the ministry to grow and so forth. I've done a lot, with Weapon Press. A couple projects I haven't completely finished. Uh, others, are completely done. Um, and like I said, I'm working on Man of War right now, and I actually have my next comic book idea already. Actually, already sketched some of it out. When I'm done with Man of War and take a break. But I just it just another thing about ministry, and also with God being faithfulness, is also just having fun. I mean, I think that's one of the other biggest problems I can say that people may have with ministry of just getting burnt out and giving up. It's just like they're not having fun anymore. Ministry should be fun. It can be difficult at times, but it should be fun. It should be something that God has called you to do. And, there's work involved, but it's fun work. It like, you wake up saying, man, I want to do this. You wake up saying, yeah, this is great. I mean, I love, doing this ministry, and the fun aspect helps you go through the hard times, helps you go through, I guess, the lean years and so forth, the when you feel discouraged and so forth. It's just that, you got to have that level of fun. I mean, if you're not having fun doing ministry, then, yeah, you need to go to God and say, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong that I'm not having fun with this anymore? And it's not God's fault. It's probably something you have done, somehow, something you have missed, something, I don't know, maybe doing too much, maybe not doing what you're supposed to do, maybe not listening to God with certain things. Maybe, it could be a lot. I mean, God would tell you, definitely, what you're doing wrong, as long as you, definitely listen and so forth. But you should have fun with this. I mean, I'm telling you, I have fun with this. I mean, it's work. I've been working on Man of War for probably close to 2 years. I didn't plan on working it for that long, but actually, when I started Man of War, um, I actually was just coming actually out of a burnout, situation where, well, I should have took a break. I didn't take a break. I did a project, um, which, just trying to help someone out. And definitely, like, I was actually burnt out doing the project. Now, I did the project. I was happy with it. It just was like so tiring. And then when I started getting the idea for Man of War, uh, it was kind of like, I don't want to force myself to have a time limit, because with my last project had a time limit, and that kind of, made things kind of stressful. But with Man of War, I just wanted to do it. Had some ideas, had some things to share. And so I just kind of like, as many pages as Man of War will be, it will be, and so it's like probably close to like 90, probably over like 90 something pages. There's a lot of pages, and, I'm writing it, drawing it, coloring, inking it. So, it takes me a while to get it done, and it's almost done. But, it's tiring, definitely, but it's fun. This is, I feel like with every new project God has allowed me to do, um, it's been challenging, and it's just been, I mean, I like a challenge, and it's been, they've been different. And with the ministry, like I said, I've done a number of different things, which, my website, which you can see, not everything is posted. I got to update it. soon. But I did like a text-based game, which actually, if you go to my Facebook page, um, then you can find some links to the text-based game I did, which is only part one. I gotta finish the other parts, uh, but I did that. I've done some audios, which I'm doing right now. Actually, did some music. This I was been working on a little bit on some rap songs. I'm kind of got inspired to do that. Kind of comical, but it kind of has a pro children thing because I feel like there's a war on children. There's been a war on children, and it seems like it's even more blatant now. How much the world is against children. And so God is just God just inspires me, and I just helps me get inspired and helps me use my gift um, to just touch the world, pretty much, and help people. Here's something. This is a GoFundMe you can actually go to help support a orphanage in Pakistan of about 20 kids. So, and it's a good ministry. A lot of these kids, don't have parents. And so a young lady and a widow mom helps support them. So, you can always go to, like I said, to my Weapon Press International Facebook page and click on the link and support that. And so, like I said, you gotta have fun. And I'm just, like I said, with these pages for Man of War, I'm having a lot of fun. This is definitely a different type of a comic I've done. It was challenging. Kind of do different kind of scenes. Just the coloring was challenging because there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of different scenes, a lot of different people, and so forth. So I had to figure out a lot of different color schemes, um, and so But like I said, you got that fun aspect. You got to have that, and God will give that to you. That's also part of God's faithfulness, that with Him encouraging and letting you, not become so downtrodden or beaten down. Like I said, it's a fight sometimes against Satan, and Satan will come against you in your ministry, and try to take you out, try to discourage you because he wants you to give up. You can't give up. You got to think about all the people that God wants you to help. Um, and so, um, at least for right now, that's, I think that's it. There's actually, I've been wanting to do a series about God's faithfulness. I need to just write everything down and just do that. Because God just is faithful. He's been faithful in this ministry with me when I've been wanting to give up or I've been discouraged, and He just, come along, with scriptures, with other people, with just, talking to me and just, keeping me going, So anyway, thanks for listening. Have a good day.